Hey, good morning everybody, and welcome to the vlog. We actually are going to jump right into it today because it's going to be an absolutely exciting day. You know, it's always a good day when you're a snake breeder, especially this time of year. And guess what? We have some more sand boas. This little tiny girl right here had some babies, I think, because there's an infertile ova. So this is what basically an infertile egg looks from a live bearing snake. It really does almost look like an egg, and maybe later on I'll give this to Jay as a cough drop.
Oh, that looks good. It's a nice grape, actually.
Yeah, it's great. No, let's see what kind of babies. I'm not expecting very many this girl because she's so small, but I love looking around for little baby snakes. Whoa, oh, mama, relax. Oh, here's one right here. We got one little baby right here, and we do have a second girl right here. That's a much bigger animal that I'm assuming has a lot more babies, but we'll see what's going on. Let's see right here. So far, we just have one little baby in it. Mama, it's okay. Oh, I see two little babies right here. It's okay, so there's two, and look at how they look just like the mom. Isn't it crazy the fact that they're like little carbon copies of mama there? So two babies. I honestly don't expect very many more babies than this. It might only be two babies. I'm not 100% sure, but we're going to keep on looking just to see if we can find anything else. Looks like that is it. What? Nope. Yeah, looks like just two babies in here. That's okay. Again, that's a very small female. This girl looks a lot bigger, and I'm going to set these aside really quick because we don't want to combine the two litters. We want to make sure that we know exactly which litter is which. Looks like we have a really messed up baby right here. Oh, I hate when this happens. This is really deformed. All that spinal kinking and stuff like that. We'll still set it up. We'll see if it survives, but that one definitely has a long shot. We've got another little infertile grape right here we'll set aside, and then it looks like we're gonna find some babies, I hope anyways, because she's a pretty big girl. I would expect there's some good ones. Yep, there we go. That's a good baby right there. That's one good baby. Let's see what we got. Two good babies right here. And again, these are rough scale sand boas. Let's see. Come on, mama. Don't bite me, girl. Oh, it looks like a bunch over here. We got three. We got four babies right here. All right, that's a little bit more like it. Five babies right here. Look at how beautiful those guys are. Six babies. That's a good litter of snakes right there. There's six babies. Let's see. Whoa, mama, don't bite me. Don't bite me. Six babies. That might be it. Not sure. I'm going to just kind of search around, see if there. Ow! She just got me. Six babies, and that looks like it. We'll go ahead and get mama's all cleaned up. We'll get these babies set up. We'll try to see if we can salvage this guy with all the spinal kinking. Not sure what's going to happen. So 6 good babies from one with one kink baby, and only 2 babies from the other. But hey, what a great way to start the day, and I hope that you're having an amazing day too. Things are really heating up here when it comes to ball python clutches hatching, and this was definitely, I don't know, top 2 or 3 most anticipated clutches of the year. This is actually a lorry leopard bred to a lorry. So we could get the first ever super lorry leopard if we're so lucky. There are 2, 4, 6, 7 eggs. Odds could be pretty good. We'll see what happens. But before we get started with cutting this clutch, I want to tell you the story behind the lorry ball python, because some of you may be saying, what the heck is a lorry ball python? So we'll start with that. We'll come back and we'll cut this clutch, and hopefully we'll get a world's first. But before we get into how lorry balls became lorry balls, you have to understand the origin of really the majority of the mutations of ball pythons back in the 90s. And the fact is that over in West Africa, Togo, Ghana, and Benin, they actually farm ball pythons. Now, what that actually means is they're not actually breeding them. They collect wild females that are gravid, they let them lay their eggs, and then a percentage of the babies that hatch go back into the wild so that it's sustainable, and then the other portion comes into the United States. That's where the majority of mutations actually came from, with them hatching sometimes over 100,000 babies a year, and those animals coming into the United States. People like myself, VPI, and Kevin McCurley, amongst others, actually were in line to buy these animals when they came out. Very interesting. So we used to bring in sometimes thousands of baby ball pythons, and we would kind of scour through the bags to find anything that looked kind of unusual. One year we brought in a shipment of about 1,000 ball pythons, and as we were going through and really visually inspecting each and every one to see if there's anything unusual, because you got to remember, this was before yellow belly ball pythons, so people found the yellow belly ball pythons in a normal shipment and were like, oh, we better breed. It's kind of an anomaly. Lori actually found these two animals that happen to be in the same bag, and just so you know, they used to ship 8 ball pythons per bag, so usually when you saw a couple animals that were similar, they were probably from the same clutch. I'm going to be honest with you, the majority of my crew didn't think too much of these two particular ball pythons that Lori pulled out because they were a little bit different, but not very different, so she went ahead and set them up in a rack. She marked "Keep Lori," and that was basically the origin of the Lori ball python. Now they turned out to be a pair, and as we raised them up, we bred the male to a normal ball python, and to our surprise, about half the babies came out looking just like the dad. Now the female wasn't ready to breed yet, but we realized that, hey, this may actually be a codominant mutation. As this was going on, the kind of ball python world started to explore. Cinnamon pastels and other mutations like that were starting to get proved out, so we thought, hey, maybe we have something going on here. Now the following year, we were able to actually breed the two Lori ball pythons together. Now keeping in mind, we had never really planned on naming them Lori ball pythons. They were just "Keep Lori" on the cage. So it was kind of the crew calling them Lori ball pythons just to identify what they actually were. And by this time, tons and tons of people had visited our collection and actually saw the Lori ball pythons. Well, when we finally got 4 eggs from the Lori ball to Lori balls, sure enough, we hatched the first super Lori ball python, this blue and white, unbelievably spectacular animal, and it kind of really made a buzz in the reptile community. And by that time, everyone knew him as Lori balls, so everyone was saying like, did you see Brian and Lori hatched out super Lori balls? And that kind of just became what it was. We planned on originally naming them something else, but when everyone just started calling them Lori ball pythons, we decided, hey, we might as well go ahead and keep them that way. And I think it's pretty darn cool that my wife Lori has a ball python mutation that's named after her. Now that we know what the Lori ball python is, and I think it's a really incredibly beautiful story, it's just cool that Lori, my wife, has a ball python named after her. Let's just jump into this. Oh my God, my heart rate is up right now, guys, because I want to hit some super Loris, and I definitely want to hit a super Lori leopard. I have no idea what it's going to look like. Okay, here we go. Deep breath, deep breath, deep breath. Come on, come on, come on. Get me something amazing. Okay, so the first egg is... Okay, the first egg is pretty cool. It is definitely a Lori leopard ball python. So that's pretty cool. I mean, you know, we've already got a Lori leopard ball python, but this is another one. So that's pretty cool. No super yet. Let's go. Number 2. Come on, man. I tell you what, I'm so nervous. I want to get a super Lori leopard so badly. Ooh, we got a super. We got a super Lori. The problem is I don't know what a super Lori leopard is going to look like. So the super Loris are almost blue and white, and they're absolutely incredible. I tell you what, guys. Oh yeah, I am like 99.9% sure that this is a super Lori leopard because they don't normally have the stripe down their back like this. Woo! I tell you what, I think we hit it. Okay, I'm going to cut the rest of the clutch, and if we get something else radically different, then I'll know. But I am almost positive we just hit a world's first super Lori leopard ball python. Oh my God, how awesome is that? That takes the pressure off, and we still have a bunch of eggs to cut. So let's just keep on going and see if we get lucky and maybe even get more of them, right? Okay, what do we have here? Looks like this is probably just a Lori ball python. It could be a Lori leopard ball python, but it's definitely not a super. This is the biggest egg in the clutch right here, so maybe we'll get lucky and get something crazy. I don't know. All right, what do we got? Oh, nope, not a super, unfortunately. Oh, and this guy's ready to hatch out too. It's bucking me and everything in this thing. People ask me all the time, are you ever worried about cutting a snake? And the truth is that as soon as they feel the pressure of the egg, they actually go down and they'll move around. I've never cut a snake ever when I'm cutting eggs. This one, again, looks like a Lori leopard ball python. So far we've been getting some pretty cool stuff. We've only got 3 little eggs left. So let's see what's in this one right here. Okay, gosh, that's really weird. We've been getting a lot of Lori leopard ball pythons, which is pretty cool because, again, it's a combination that isn't very often seen, so it's awesome. 2 eggs left to go. Only 1 super so far, so that's a little bit disappointing. Hopefully we'll get at least 1 more super. No. This looks like a normal Lori ball python. And then we have the smallest egg in the clutch right now and the last egg. Listen, I'm still over the moon about this super Lori leopard. And the more I look at it, the more I realize it is absolutely a super Lori leopard. So let's go ahead and cut this last egg and see if we got something else. Come on, guys, come on. Ah, Just another Lori ball python. So that's weird. Out of 7 eggs, we only got 1 super, but I'm sure that super is the world's first super Lori leopard. I'm going to show Kelsey this because this is like Kelsey's pet project. Oh my God, guys, that's awesome. So that's it for egg cutting. Just one clutch really quick. I had to share that with you guys. A lot of times I don't like to do back-to-back egg cutting days, but this was such a special clutch. I have to share it with you guys.
Hey, what's up, guys? Eric here. Just glad you're checking in. We're very busy today. So, you know, this year's been amazing for spotted and the Stimsons and the children's pythons. We've just had so many. We've got them upstairs in the colubrid room. They're starting out very well, but they're not eating as good as I want them to be. So we're actually going to move them downstairs. It's about 4 degrees warmer, and all the other pythons are kind of down there anyway. So I think that 4-degree difference will definitely help them wanting to eat and keep eating. So let's get it started. I got to disinfect some racks. We're going to box these guys up and move them downstairs. Alright guys, so you can see we kind of got these guys moved down here. I think they're going to do so much better. You can just physically tell it's warmer down here. We're going to wait a few days, let them settle in. I got to go back and put waters in. I didn't want to move them with waters, of course, sloshing around. So after they get settled in a couple days, we'll offer them food, and I think they're going to do pretty good.
Kelsey, I'm excited to show you. We just got 1 baby, but I think it's going to be a pretty good one. Looks like a super Lori leopard.
Oh my God, we did it!
I think we hit it.
Holy crap!
Look at the dorsal striping on it.
Wow, that's crazy!
I know, isn't that awesome?
That's so cool. Oh my God, I can't believe it.
I knew you'd be excited. I needed to show you. Isn't that awesome?
So awesome.
I can't wait till it crawls out. I'm pretty sure the rest there's some Lori leopard stuff and just
my goodness.
but just only 1 super, but it looks like that 1 super is a leopard because I don't think that the normal Loris have that dorsal stripe like a leopard, right?
Yeah, I haven't seen any like that.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure. So there you go. All your hard work.
Thank you.
Feels like it's been a minute since I've said down in the dungeon with Kelsey. But yes, we still have ball python eggs coming. So we got a couple clutches to pull real quick. What's our first clutch?
First clutch is a het albino female bred to an albino male.
All right, good. We love producing albinos. So let's go ahead and see what this girl has going on. Looks like they're good. Looks like a nice clutch of eggs. Oh yeah, that's fantastic. That's really nice. That's good. And again, I told you sometimes fertilities fall off just a little bit as you get later in the year, but so far so good. We're doing pretty good. We had that 1 clutch that was like 50% fertile, but everything else has been good, so that is amazing. How many eggs we got here?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7 good eggs. Not bad. I told you, I didn't think there was that many eggs in there, so that's awesome. And again, it's about 50% on average because you've got an albino, which is the double homozygous animal, and you're breeding into a normal looking animal that's heterozygous. So on average, half of these babies should be albino. Let's hope we hit the odds. 1 more clutch. What's our next clutch?
Next clutch is a normal female bred to a pastel scaleless head.
All right, let's see what she's got. Oh, she's wrapped around a nice clutch egg. Looks like this egg might have rolled on the very top. You can see how it looks like there's a little bit of paper where it got stuck and now it's on the very top. So she might have just rolled that egg around a little bit. Oh, they look nice, small eggs. Nice. Oh, wow, that's crazy. Actually, a lot of eggs for that girl. These are kind of nice eggs because they're definitely small and perfect size for a lot. Oh my gosh, these eggs are all over the place.
Two-hand kind of clutch.
Yeah, this is a 2-hander clutch for sure. All right, there we go. All right, good job. And again, they're a little bit desiccated, which is kind of unusual, but they'll pop back out once they're in this incubator box right here. How many eggs do we have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9 eggs. That's a good clutch for this little mama right here. She did really good. And again, this is a pastel scaleless head, which means that these are both co-dominant. Pastel, of course, for super pastel, and scaleless head for the completely scaleless animal. So should have some pastel scaleless heads, and some scaleless heads out of this clutch. Good job, mama, and good job, Kelsey. Way to go.
Thank you.
And so there it is, guys. I was excited to produce a world's first. Again, the fact that this super Lori leopard is going to be hatching in the next couple days. I cannot wait. I probably won't sleep until it actually comes out of the egg so I can show you guys how amazing it is. It's absolutely great when you're going for something and it actually works out. And I hope that you have an absolutely amazing day. Thank you guys for watching. Truly, you guys are wonderful and I love your beautiful faces. Be kind to someone today and I promise I'm going to see you guys tomorrow.